Okay, is my screen is shared?
Yes.
So we have completed till question number 6. Now we will proceed with question number 5 till we have completed. Now we will proceed with question number 6. Okay. So which substance has a giant covalent structure at room temperature? Yes, who can tell me the correct answer? It's very easy.
Sand.
Yes, it's B, sand. Very good. Now question number 7. One atom of element X and 2 atoms of element Y react to form an ionic compound. Element X form a positive ion. Okay. So which element could be X and Y? Yes. What are element X and Y? Who can identify?
A.
Your answer
Yes,
B.
it's A. Why? Because they
A.
are saying that the formula is XY2 and X is forming a positive ion. So it means X must be 2 positive, and if it's 2 positive, so it means it's group 2, so it can be a calcium. And it means Y is 1 negative, which means it's from group 7, which must be a chlorine. So B, C, and D goes wrong, and A is our correct answer. जी ये क्लियर है सबको? Yes,
Yes,
is this
sir.
clear to everyone? Now question number 8. An element with a high melting point forms an oxide that is gaseous at room temperature. So yes, can anybody tell me which element it can be? If its oxide is gaseous and that element have a high melting point. Yes, can you think of any element? Yes, Shafe, Bilal, Ayan.
Sir, answer C.
No.
A.
A.
A. Yes, A can be a correct because an element is a carbon actually, because carbon exists in the form of diamond and graphite, and in both form it have a very high melting point, and its oxide is carbon dioxide, which is a gas. So the bonding present in element is a giant covalent. The structure is of that element is giant covalent. So A is the correct answer. If you recall the oxides of metals, the oxide metals do have a high melting point, but the oxides of metal also have a high melting point, and they are solid at room temperature. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now question number 9. Which statement explain why aluminium is malleable? Okay. Aluminium has a layer of cations that can slide over one another. Is this a correct statement?
Yes.
Yes, it is. But we have to verify and check the rest of the statements as well. Aluminium has a layer of electrons can slide over one another. If we talk about this statement is completely wrong. Electrons are not in the layers, they are continuously moving. They are mobile. Aluminium has a weak bonds between proton and sea of electrons. No. It's a metallic bond, and metallic bond is a strong, so C goes wrong as well.
Sir, A, sir.
Yes, aluminium is covered with a layer of unreactive aluminium oxide. Yes, it have a layer of unreactive oxide, but the thing is that doesn't have to do with its malleability. So that's why B, C, and D goes wrong. and A is our correct answer. Yes, is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay. Now, the incomplete equation for the reaction between ethyne and oxygen is shown. When the equation is balanced, what is the correct value for O2? Yes, who can tell me the correct answer? Okay, what will be the value of carbon dioxide?
2.
Sir, 4.
It's 4. Yes, because there are 4 carbons in ethyne. There are 2 moles of ethyne, which makes 4 carbon. And what will be the value of water?
4, sir.
No, it will be 2,
2, yes, 2.
right? So the oxygen over here are 8 and the oxygen over here are 2, which makes it 10. And if there are 10 oxygens, so I have to put 5 over here. So it means D is our correct answer. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
जी किसी को कोई कंफ्यूजन है तो प्लीज पूछ लें. जी यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको?
Yes.
Now 11. A compound contains 40% carbon, 6.7% hydrogen, and 53.3% oxygen by mass. The relative MR of the compound is between 55 and 65. What is the molecular formula of a compound? Okay, if you look at its molecular formula, it will be 12 plus 2 plus 16. So it will be 30. So it is wrong. So here, if you look, it will be 24 plus 4 plus 16. So here it is 40 plus 4, 44. So this goes wrong as well. Okay. So it means out of C and D, there is a correct answer. 24 plus 4 plus 32. So 24 plus 4 is 28. 28 plus 32 is 60. So this can be a correct answer. 24 plus 6 plus 32. So it is 62. So it can, so out of C and D, we have a correct answer, right? तो इनमें से अब हम करेक्ट जी कुछ कह रहे हैं आप?
No, sir.
ओके तो अगर मैं ऑक्सीजन की परसेंटेज निकालूं फॉर एग्जांपल सी में तो इट इज 32 ओवर 60 इंटू 100. कोई मुझे परसेंटेज बताएगा सी के लिए ऑक्सीजन की परसेंटेज क्या आ रही है?
Sir, 53.3.
53.3. और यही हमें इन्होंने ऑक्सीजन की परसेंटेज दी थी. सही है. फर्दर आप कार्बन की परसेंटेज भी वेरीफाई कर लें. 40 ओवर नो नॉट 40 24 ओवर 60 टाइम्स 100. ये देखें ये 40 आ रही है. वी आर डूइंग फॉर सी.
The answer is yes, sir.
ओके सो सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. जी ये सबको समझ में आ गया? अगर किसी को कोई कंफ्यूजन है तो प्लीज पूछ लें. जी क्लियर है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now question number 12. What is observed during the electrolysis of aqueous copper to sulfate using carbon electrodes? Yes. If we are using carbon electrodes, a pink solid is deposited at anode. Is this statement is correct?
No, sir. It is
No, sir.
deposited on a cathode.
It's deposited on cathode, so A goes wrong. A bubbles form on the negative electrode. Is this statement is correct?
No, sir. Pink deposited
The
is seen on negative
positive
electrode.
electrode. The color of the solution fades. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is correct because the concentration of copper sulfate solution decreases because of the decrease in a copper ions. So the blue color fades away. The negative electrode becomes smaller. No, in cathode there is no change in the electrode of anode, the negative electrode. यहाँ तक clear है सबको? Anode, sorry, the positive electrode. And the negative electrode becomes bigger in size because of a deposition. Now question number 3. So sorry, 13. 4 processes using electrolysis are listed. The electrolysis of concentrated aqueous sodium chloride, the electrolysis of dilute sulfuric acid, the extraction of aluminum from pure aluminum oxide, the purification of copper using copper 2 sulfate. Which process produce oxygen at anode at one of the electrode? When I use sodium chloride concentrated, chlorine is produced at anode, so one goes wrong. Okay.
So is the answer C.
Okay. The electrolysis of dilute sulfuric acid, yes, it produces oxygen because sulfate ions doesn't go. The extraction of aluminum from pure aluminum oxide, yes, in this case, oxygen is also formed. The purification of a copper using copper 2 sulfate. When we use a purification, no gas is produced at anode. Instead, anode itself dissolves. So no gas at any electrode. So the correct answer is B. Okay. Is this understandable to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Question number 14. Which statement about endothermic reactions are correct? Energy is absorbed from the surrounding, yes. Energy is released through the surrounding, no. The temperature of the reaction mixture, false. Yes, if the energy is absorbed, the reaction mixture falls. The temperature of the reaction mixture rises. No, it happens in the exothermic reaction, sorry. So our 1 and 3 statement are correct, which means A is correct. अगर किसी को कोई confusion है तो please पूछ लें. A fuel is completely burned in air. Carbon dioxide, water, and heat are produced. The energy type profile diagram for a burning fuel. Okay. So if you recall, heat is produced, then it means it's exothermic, right? And these are the wrong ones because we have the activation energy as well. And in exothermic, the energy release is not absorbed. So here it is showing that energy is absorbed. So D goes wrong as well. And C is our correct answer. जी यहाँ तक clear है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Question number 16.
A.
The equation shows the reaction for the manufacture of ammonia. What change will decrease the activation energy? Yes, very good. A. Only adding a catalyst will decrease the activation energy. Now question number 17. Solid ammonium chloride is heated. It's NH4Cl. The gases ammonia and hydrogen chloride is formed. It means ammonia and HCl and both have a gaseous state. This is reaction 1. Ammonia gas is mixed with hydrogen chloride. Okay. It means they are talking about ammonia and hydrogen chloride gas being a reactant. Solid ammonium chloride is formed and they give us this product, which is solid NH4Cl. This is reaction 2. Okay, it's a reaction 1 and it's a reaction 2. What is correct statement? Both the reactions are exothermic? No, if because they are both the reactions are opposite of each other. So this is not the case. Okay, if they are opposite to each other, then their enthalpy change must be opposite to each other. If the forward reaction is exothermic, then the backward reaction must be endothermic. ये बात clear है?
Yes, sir, clear.
Reaction 2 is reversible. Yes, it can be. But first we have to look the other options, then we will decide. The equation for reaction 1 is this. So see, they have given you NH5, which makes it a wrong statement. The 3 substances involved in each reaction all have a simple molecular structures. No, ammonium chloride is ionic and these both are simple molecule. So it means D is wrong too. So we are left with the B option. So B is correct answer. Clear है सबको? Question number 18. In a closed flask, gases Q and R reach a dynamic equilibrium. Okay. Which change will move the equilibrium to the right? It means from reactant to product, we have to shift the equilibrium towards right. Adding a catalyst? No, it lowers the activation energy. It does not shift the equilibrium to the right. So A goes wrong. Decreasing the temperature, enthalpy change is positive. So it means decreasing the temperature shifts the equilibrium towards an exothermic side, and exothermic side is backward. So the equilibrium position shifts towards left. That's why B goes wrong. Increasing the pressure, increase in pressure shifts the equilibrium where there are less moles of gas. So here on the reactant side, we have a less moles of gas. So equilibrium again shifts to the left. So C goes wrong as well. Increasing the volume of the flask. Yes, because increasing the volume of the flask will actually lower the pressure, and lowering the pressure shifts the equilibrium where there are more number of moles of gas, so which are on the product side. So equilibrium shifts to the right. So D is correct one. जी क्लियर है ये सबको?
जी सर क्लियर.
अगर किसी को कोई डाउट है, कोई कंफ्यूजन है तो पूछ लें. Which reaction is a redox reaction? See over here, it's very easy to identify if you have an element. So see, magnesium is an element. What will be its oxidation state of magnesium and hydrogen over there, where I underlined? Yes. What will be the?
Zero.
Yeah, very good, Variza. It's 0 over here and it's 0 over here. And here magnesium have +2, and here hydrogen have a +1. So if we work, what we will observe that magnesium is changing from 0 to +2, which means loss of electron and its oxidation. And here hydrogen is changing from
Is gaining an
+1 to
electron.
0, gaining an electron, which means it's a reduction. So yes, it is a redox. So A is our correct answer. जी clear है सबको? Yes, Shafe, Variza, Rubaina, and Ayan.
Yes sir.
3 separate mixtures of solutions and solids are made, as shown in the table. The mixtures are warmed. In which mixture does the gas form? When ammonium compound heated with an alkali, ammonia gas will liberate. So these two are correct and these two are wrong, which makes, due to which I can exclude C and I can exclude D as well. When ammonium chloride and sulfuric acid, in this case, this one is correct because no gas is formed in this one. So I will exclude A. So C, I will eventually jump to the correct answer, that is a B, because when a acid and a metal reacts, a hydrogen gas is formed. So it is correct too. ठीक है? इस case में no gas. When an alkali and ammonium compound is heated, ammonia gas is liberated. When an acid and metal is reacted, hydrogen gas is liberated. Right now. Let me know if you'd like to take a call. जी यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको?
जी सर क्लियर.
Question number 21. The carbonate, chloride, and sulfate of a metal are soluble in water. What is the metal? Yes. Which metal have all these three? It's carbonate, it's chloride, and it's
The
sulfate.
potassium.
Potassium.
Potassium, very good, because group 1 compounds all are water soluble. So potassium belongs to group 1, so it's the correct answer. Now question number 22. Which fertilizer contain the highest percentage of nitrogen by mass? So see over here. How many nitrogen over here? 2, which makes it 2 times 18 over 80 into 100. Here we have a 3 nitrogens. So not 18, sorry, 14. So 3 times 14 over 149 times 100. So obviously I will get a greater answer in A as compared to B. So B goes wrong. You can calculate easily. In this case, I have a 2 nitrogens and the MR is 132. So again, the denominator is a greater value, which gives me a lower value than A. So C goes wrong as well. And here we have a 1 nitrogen over 101. So here 2 nitrogens on 80, which makes D wrong as well. So A is correct answer. जी ये clear है सबको?
जी सर क्लियर है.
Yes, sir.
Tafe, Fariza, Rubaina. Question number 23. Which set of conditions used in contact process? Contact process is for the production of sulfuric acid, and they are asked about the conditions when a sulfur dioxide reacts with oxygen, forming sulfur trioxide. And here we use a vanadium 5 oxide as a catalyst, 1 to 2 atm pressure, and
Sir,
around
D.
400 degrees Celsius. So this makes C wrong because of Fe. Because of these two, B goes wrong. And because of this, A goes wrong. So D is our correct answer. G clear है सबको?
जी सर क्लियर.
Okay, now question number 24. The diagram shows part of the periodic table. Which two letters represent the element that can react together to form a covalent compound? So covalent compounds are formed by the non-metals, so
सर Y
Y
and Z.
and Z, which makes D correct. जी ये भी clear हो गया सबको? Yes, is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
25. The group 1 metals, lithium, sodium, and potassium, shows trend in their melting points and their reaction with water. Which statement is correct going down the group? If we go down the group, melting point decreases and reactivity with water is the thing which actually goes up. The melting point decreases. Okay, just give me a minute, please. Yes, just give me a minute, please. Okay. So melting point decreases. Yes, it is correct. Their reaction with water becomes less vigorous. That is wrong. So A goes wrong. The melting point decreases and their reaction with water becomes more vigorous. Both are correct. Becomes less vigorous with water goes wrong. Melting point increases, go wrong. Melting point increases, go wrong. And this one. So B is our correct answer. C and D goes wrong as well. ये clear है यहाँ तक सबको? Yes, is it clear to everyone?
Yes sir, it's clear.
Okay. From their position in the periodic table, which properties would you expect the elements vanadium, chromium, and cobalt to have? And if you look at their position, you will find in the transition block. So it means these
Sir,
are
1, 2, and 3.
transition elements. And if they are transition elements, so their oxidation states are variable. They have a colored compounds and they have a very high melting points. Yes, I am very good. So A is our correct answer. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes.
question 27. The diagram shows the structure of an alloy. Which statement about alloy is correct? Alloy can only be found by mixture copper or iron with other metals. No, with the other non-metals as well. So A goes wrong. High carbon steel are soft and easily shaped. No, high carbon steels are hard, not soft. In an alloy, there is attraction between a positive ion and sea of electrons. Yes, it can be correct. The alloy brass has a chemical formula. So no, brass has not a chemical formula because it's an alloy. So C is the correct answer. Question number 28. Which pair of reagents undergo displacement? Oh, for a displacement, this one have to be
Sir, D.
reactive more than these. So in this case, silver is less reactive than copper. So A goes wrong. Copper is less reactive than magnesium. B goes wrong. Magnesium is less reactive than calcium. So C goes wrong. So D is the correct answer. Yes, very good, Ayan, because zinc is more reactive than copper. Yes, is it understandable to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Question number 29. The reactivity series of some metals with two gaps labeled X and Y is shown. Which row correctly identifies metal X and Y and method of extraction of Y from its ore? Okay,
B.
so X can be an aluminium and Y can be an iron. Yes, so C and D goes wrong. And Y is the position of a carbon is over here between aluminium and zinc. So it can be reduction with the carbon. Yes, very good, Variza. So A goes wrong as well. And B is our correct answer. Yes, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Question number 30. Iron can be extracted from its ore hematite. What is the maximum mass of iron that could be produced from 500 kg of hematite? Okay. See, hematite have a formula of Fe2O3. And it means from it I can get a 2 moles of iron, right? So 56 times 2 gives it to 102, and 102 and 48 gives it 160. So 160 grams, I will get 102 grams of iron, 56 times 2. So if it's a 500 kg, then what will be the value of X? So can anybody tell me the value of X? It is equals to 102 gram by 500 kg divided by 160 gram. Yes, what is the correct answer? G. Yes, can
Sir,
anybody tell me the
318.75 kg.
3 point?
318.75 kg.
318. So it means it's E. But it must be 350. Why 318? Can you try it again? G. Okay, it's 56. My bad. If it's 56, then it is 112, not 102. It's 112, not 112. So it must be 112 divided into 500 divided by
Then
1.
now it's 350 kg.
Now it's 350 kg. Okay, okay. I did the wrong thing. Sorry. Okay. 31. Aluminium is used to make saucepans because of its apparent lack of reactivity. Which property of aluminium explains its reactivity? It has a layer of oxide on its surface and that protect the aluminium from further reaction. So A goes correct and the rest are wrong. Is it clear to everyone? जी यहाँ तक clear है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. 32. Fermented gases are released by bacterial decay of vegetable matter. The bacterial decay of vegetable matter is the main source of which gas? Yes. Who can tell me the correct answer?
Methane.
Yes, very good. It's a methane. The main source of methane is a vegetable decay. Oh, sorry, decay of a vegetable matter. Now, question number 33. Several different treatments are used to purify the water supply. Which impurities can be removed by which treatment? Harmful
30.
microbe. Yes, filtration is to remove solids. Use of carbon is to remove unpleasant odor. So we are left with the dechlorination is used to remove harmful microbes. जी यहाँ तक clear है सबको? Now question number 34. Which statement about the homologous series of alkanes is correct? Alkanes, they are unsaturated. No, alkanes are saturated. Alkanes have a general formula of CnH2 and no, wrong.
No, sir.
Alkane have a general formula of CnH2 and plus 2. The boiling point decreases as the number of carbon atoms per molecule increases.
No,
No,
sir.
it is wrong as well. The liquid alkane becomes more viscous as the mass of the molecule increases. Yes, their
Yes.
viscosity increases. They have a lesser speed while flowing when there are more carbons. 35. Which compound has the empirical formula with the greatest relative formula mass?
B.
Which compound has the empirical formula with the greatest relative formula mass? Isn't it C have a greatest formula mass? Relative formula mass?
So when we simplify it, won't it become CH2?
Yes, so it has the. So it will also become CH2. It becomes CH. It
B
becomes
will
CH.
become C2H5.
Sorry.
I was saying that B will become
Okay. Yes.
C2H5.
It becomes CH3. It becomes C2H5. It becomes CH2, and it becomes CH. So in this case, C2H5 have the greatest formula mass. So B is the correct answer. Yes, very good, Variza. Okay, now question number 36. Which statement about vegetable oil and margarine made from it is correct? Both are liquids at room temperature? No, both are not liquids. Both occur naturally? No, margarine does not occur naturally. Margarine has a higher melting point? Yes, it has a higher melting point. Vegetable oil has a fewer carbon-carbon double bonds than margarine? No. Margarine have a no double bonds and vegetable oil has a double bond. So C is our correct answer. Is it clear? When ethene reacts with the steam to form ethanol, which type of reaction takes place? Ethene
Addition
and ethanol. Yes, it is addition. Very good.
with water.
Yes,
15.
two molecules are reacting to form a one molecule, then it is addition. 38. How does an ester is found from a carboxylic acid and an alcohol? Okay. How does the number of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms in an ester differ from a total number of these atoms in the carboxylic acid and alcohol? So the number of carbon atoms remains same. And if you recall, for example, this is an alcohol, and here we have a carboxylic acid. So what will happen? H is removed from alcohol and OH is removed from carboxylic acid, and then we will get this product. So the hydrogen gets fewer
So C.
and the oxygen atoms gets fewer too. So D goes wrong and C is the correct answer. जी ये clear है सबको? And along with that, if you recall, a water molecule is found. That's why it is called condensation. Now question number 39. A polylactic acid is a polymer used to make biodegradable cups. The partial structure of polylactic acid is shown. Which statement apply to polylactic acid? It is made by addition
So 1 and
polymerization.
3.
No, it's wrong. See, there is a ester, so it cannot be made by addition polymerization. It is made by condensation polymerization. Yes, it's a polyester. So
Yes,
it
sir.
is made by condensation polymerization. The monomer used to make it is ethene. No, it's wrong as well. So 2 and 3 are the correct answer, which makes it the correct answer is C. ये clear है सबको?
G, sir.
Yes, sir.
Two large molecules P and Q both contain the same linkages. P occurs naturally and Q does not. Which rock could be P and Q? P occur naturally. So nylon is not,
D.
can be P. And here Q, they mentioned naturally, so A goes wrong. And they are asking about the same linkages. Protein have a amide link and pteryline have a ester link. So D goes wrong. Fat have a ester link. Pteryline have a ester link. Fat is natural and pteryline is man-made synthetic. So B is the correct answer. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. So we have ended the paper, and tomorrow I will not going to take any class. I will just dealing with your queries. If you have, do send me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Take care, everyone. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Allah.